What is up, gamers and strangers? It is Triverse here, coming at you with an episode of Kerbal Space Program on the new. Oh my God! On the new 0.21 update. And I just wanted to run through what's new. There are a lot of new features in Kerbal Space Program, so let's hit Start Game. Start New. I'm gonna turn the volume just a bit. Boop. And I'm going to change this to be what's new in 0.21. And change the flag to this. Accept. And the reason I'm changing the flag is because I want to show you something. I want to show you something very special. So first off, you are going to see that the Space Center looks a bit different. First of all, it looks less, the grass looks a lot less green, so I think maybe they're going to need to put a little bit more fertilizer. But you can actually move around now, and I'm right-clicking. Right-click and holding to move around, and you can middle mouse button to move around physically, like move around in space as opposed to rotating. Excuse me if my voice sounds a bit bland, I just woke up. So, and you can see mountains in the distance. Okay, that's... Anyways. Welcome to the new Space Center. We have newly updated buildings everywhere, except for the launch pad. This tracking station now has, if I can get closer to it, now has 3 satellites as opposed to 1, which is nice and fine and dandy. We have a new. This building doesn't do anything. It's probably going to be used for something. If anything, I think it's just maybe to like the office center or whatever. We have a new recruiting building, a new space tower, but let's go into the vehicle assembly building just to show you what it looks like on the inside. So first of all, you're going to be like, wow, that looks a lot different. So let me load in a small ship satellite. So you can see that the building is a lot higher, and I think that, yeah, it's a lot higher. It looks really, really nice. The shading is very nice. It's very, very low poly too, which is nice. And there's our flag that we changed, and it'll change to whatever you have your flag to be, which is nice. And the lighting is overall just great, and unfortunately it looks like this isn't bright enough. That's one downside to it, is that it doesn't look bright enough, but that's beside the point. Unfortunately, this outside part does not change according to what time of day it is, but the actual Space Center will. If you go outside, it will change according to the time of day, which is nice. I'm going to tab out for just a second. Alright, let me get this on the launch pad, and then I'll show you. Actually, no, let's not get this on the launch pad. Actually, yeah, no, let's do get this on the launch pad. I can't make my decisions. So we got Bill, Jebediah, and Bob Kerman all here. But next mission, we're going to have randomly generated people, or we can go over there and recruit them. So I'm going to take this time to show off the new SAS. So I'm going to throttle up and launch. There we go. Ew. So it flies very, very straight, which I like. And the SAS is not going crazy, because usually these gimbals would be rocking back and forth, and the fins would be going back and forth, and I've already run out of fuel. Alright, so we are in a full orbit without once taking off the SAS, which is nice because I'm fucking sick and tired of having to tap the SAS button over and over and over and over and over again. So now we're just going to keep going around and around and around and around. Oh, wow, I'm too low. Okay, anyways. We're too low to go fast. So, one thing that's new is revert flight, and I can go back to either the vehicle assembly building or the launch pad. So I'm going to go back to the Space Center because I want to leave him there. Astronaut Complex, this is where I can hire new people. So I'm going to hire Mac Kerman because that's my name, is Max. Close enough. The stupidity is high, the courage is low, just like me. Oh wow, look at this guy, he has no courage. I'm going to hire him. I want someone with a lot of stupidity. This guy's got a lot of courage. I think they'll be their moral support. So, we hired Mac, Furfield, and Doobie Kerman. The people who are assigned to missions, so Jebediah, Bill, and you can see where they are. Bottom seat, left seat, okay. What pod they're in, what ship, what the vessel name is, and see the ones who we've lost, which by the end, by the time that we finish the game, it's going to be ridiculously long. Let's go to the vehicles. No, let's not go to the vehicle assembly building. Wow, it looks really nice. So as you can see, we can move around. No difference there, but the spaceplane hangar looks nice. And there we go. There's our flag, and that can be anything that we change it to be. So I'm gonna hit launch, and I'm gonna test out the SAS on our rockets as well, on our ships. And as you can see, Mac Kerman, very high stupidity, very low courage, is a brave. Yeah. So I'm just gonna fire up the engines. Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna faceplant. Skadoosh. Nice, okay. So now we lost our very stupid Mac Kerman. It's a catastrophic failure. So I can revert to either the launch of the spaceplane hangar, which is nice, or I go to the Space Center, which is where I want to go. And we can go to the astronaut complex and see that we have 2 more Kerbals available, and we can go to the Lost. And Mac Kerman was not missing in action, he was killed in action, but he's MIA. Our lovely Mac Kerman. One thing I would also like to show is... Oh, that's cool! Oh, that's so awesome. Alright, let's take out the Kerbal X, and we have Henfrey Kerman. Oh, and we can like, that's cool. Let us launch this. We're not actually going to fly it, but I just want to show you that when it is night at the Space Center, how the menu changes. So I'm going to time accelerate. I'm going to time accelerate. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Wow, I got really lucky that I was able to time accelerate with the whole thing wibbly wobbly like that. And now if I go to the Space Center, you will see that it's actually night. Well, you'll hear that it's daytime, but you'll see that it's nighttime, and we have light shining through all the buildings. And it's all nice and fine and dandy. The one thing I would like to see changed is the audio. I would like to be able to hear crickets or owls, and because the birds are a bit obnoxious, especially at night. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you guys is the newly updated textures. As you can see, there's a new texture on Kerbin. But if I, let's say, go to the moon has been updated as well, and a lot of planets have. A lot of planets in the Kerbin system have been updated as well. I'm going to try and find my skill and... And there we go. Oh, the music is ending perfectly on cue. And there we go. We're around the moon. And if I go into this view, you can see that there are a lot more craters. And it looks damn sexy. One thing I forgot to mention is now in order to fly a ship, you have to have a battery pack and something to be able to recharge it, which I guess makes sense, but I don't know. So that's just something to think about. I'm gonna see if I can land this. Probably not gonna be able to, but I wanna see if I can, just so we can take a closer look at the surface, because it is our infamous Bob, Bill, and Jeb Kerman. So. I mean, like, yeah, look at that. That looks beautiful. And I'm out of fuel. Okay, great. Let's see if we can land this. But yeah, look at that cratered moon. This is what the moon, I think what the moon really looks like. Ah! Parachute. Oh, okay. But yeah, so this is what the moon looks like now. It looks awesome. And oh wow, you could see it transition from the just the texture to the actual object. Well, that is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this informative video. One thing that I forget to mention on my other videos is if you like this video, give it a like, give it a favorite. Oh, hello. If you want to see more, give it a subscribe. It would mean a lot. And have a fantastic day.